Welcome to Edutainment for Us. Today I'll just do a short video because of course I'm not actually feeling very well. My body has been aching all over and I didn't know what exactly it is. Only today to realize there is some malaria attack, and again pneumonia did not just end. I don't know what demon that is. It doesn't come to an end, but anyway, let's hope for the best as we go on with our daily duties. So welcome once more. I really appreciate most of you are coming very handy to subscribe to the channel, share my videos, and also like. I really appreciate. It's not an easy journey. You know, there are people who keep saying you don't even have views, even when you talk about this and whatever, but I don't give a damn because, guys, the reason why I started this journey, I know it's not easy. And I started long ago, and I'm not going to give up today or tomorrow. So I just don't know because, of course, there's a lot of things happening out there. And let's talk truth. Who doesn't like a strong passport? Everybody wants a passport for their either themselves or kids. And of course, we start with the passport, the normal passport. We can even take an East Africa passport if you're in Kenya. Then you go ahead and take the other passport that expires after 6 years. Yeah, and so forth, so forth. So don't actually feel like when people talk about this, they don't want it. It's only that sometimes people are admiring or rather willing to have it, but they're not getting an opportunity to. So passport is a very important tool, actually, because of so many things. Medical attention, education, work, yeah, including many other privileges. They push people to go for passports, okay? Saying, Lucy, hello, welcome. Thank you so much. It's been a long while, but at least you are here on 2nd of January 2026. So I'm happy to see you, and I'm happy to realize you're fine. So many people have been saying we are not talking about Trudy, or we are not talking about WODEMAYA's passport. But guys, I just wanted to ask. I thought WODEMAYA had got a strong passport through recognition by the president of Ghana. So I'm wondering, why again has it come out like he could not actually afford a passport for the son, or rather for the kid, for the baby, that is. Yeah, all of them are travelers, just like MWANGO is, but MWANGO actually has done a different thing, and the unfortunate bit is that she doesn't want to accept. On the other side, WODEMAYA actually appreciates. Like the other time he got the passport from the presidential aspect. I think he came up to say it clearly that he's now happy that he will be traveling in presidential kind of, positions whenever he's going to wherever he wants as a traveler. So what am I saying here? All these people actually are fighting for passports, but only one of them is ready to appreciate and say, yeah, I'm looking for this, while the other one is in denial. And that is why we are talking about it, guys. Let's see. When MWANGO actually left the village to go to Poland, she did not have immediate plans about that civil wedding that we saw recently. It was all about I'm going to see my boyfriend, then visit the family, then come back and construct, all right? Then things just took a turn. And while there, Macho Kenyan, welcome. While in Poland, things began to take a turn. She could show us how they are farming. She took a tractor, went to the farm. She began to show us chicken. And of course, we began saying she's not willing to leave Poland soon. After that, of course, we began seeing her going now to the forest. She began the camping and the drama that followed. You understand it if you have been here for long. She also came up to refute that while people are saying that snow is not something to enjoy, for her she's enjoying. And she talked about Santa something, okay? Yeah. And after that, now we saw her coming up with videos about going to watch a certain official function that was happening in the Soviet. She posted about Soviet. She posted about the cold bath. And later on, she presented herself walking around the villages of Poland, saying she wants to actually check on the houses. And now, of late, it was about wedding, marriage, and now she has come up to answer questions that people maybe have been asking for long. Among the questions people wanted to know is whether she married for the strong passport. And of course, she came up to say, no, that is not the case. And of course, she left that to be answered by somebody else. All right? And whoever was answering that was Piotr. But he did not come up clearly to answer. All he said is that for MWANGO to get a strong passport, she has to be committed for 5 good years. 5 good years committed to possibly their marriage before she can get a strong passport. Okay? And of course, people took that as a message that Piotr was trying to send across. Yeah? And MWANGO was like, I've traveled all over the countries. I have a passport. I don't need this. The reality is, she did not want just to accept it, but a strong passport is something everybody hands for. Because if you have it for life, of course, it will save you a lot of problems. Let's say medical care in another country. You don't have to struggle for a passport if you have the strong passport, right? If, for example, you want to take your child for studies somewhere and you have a strong passport already, your kid will also have the same. If, for example, you want to journey and, go experience some things to do with football or so many other events that we see, then that strong passport will do. So what I know is that a lot of Africans struggle for the strong passport because of so many reasons. That should be accepted by everybody. We deny it or not. I know that everybody else who is enlightened and they want to go to other countries, whether it is USA, Germany, Canada, or wherever, they want a passport that will ease their journey from their country to America. So the argument that no one is going for a passport, I don't know why people should deny. Actually, MWANGO should just have said, of course, that's what I did. But is it because maybe somebody said that if you stop talking about some things, or if you actually argue against it, creates a good debate? All right? So maybe that's why she's actually denying that that is not what she went for. But if you weigh around critically, that's exactly what she did. And so many people are doing it, not just her. Of course, you saw the other day, Trump was at war with this lady from Somalia. She had to force herself to marry the brother on paper so that she can get a passport, American passport. And of course, what has happened is that Trump has actually come against her, has humiliated her a lot. But I don't know whether they can reverse that passport. I doubt, because she already got it. If you are following, was it last month? Trump was on the neck of this lady from from Sudan, not Sudan, Somalia. And she was actually called garbage that went in America just to waste space. Trump spoke a lot of things. Lucy is saying, I support anyone who wishes to go look for a strong passport. Yeah, that's what I believe. Actually, let's be truthful. Who doesn't want a strong passport? Everybody wants a strong passport. So that if they have kids, kids can easily go study abroad if they want to. If someone wants medical attention from themselves to their kids, they are able to do that. You've seen people actually coming from Kenya, going abroad, and studies there becomes easier. I don't know. It happens that if you're studying in Kenya, you might take generations before you graduate. Opposite to that, if you go to America, for example, and enroll for a course, you will finish within the shortest time possible. Again, look at jobs. The same job someone is doing in Kenya and earning peanuts. The other person in America or Canada or somewhere else, Australia, they are earning a lot of money out of that, because when you come to America, you go to Australia, you go to Canada, they pay people based on hours. In Kenya, people want to pay you based on a month, and that is peanuts. Actually, if you calculate now in terms of how many hours you waste at job work, they are paying you peanuts. Literally, what cannot accommodate you, it cannot keep you, it cannot make you invest. You will have to struggle around, take some loans, do a lot of, shenanigans for you to survive. And that's the reality. That's why many people are actually going for passports. Even they start with the normal passport. Then you travel, go look for work so that you can actually advance. Someone who has gone to America, worked for 2 years, actually has done development that someone who has been in Kenya, worked for 10 years, has not done. Ask yourself why this is happening. Even people are simply going to Qatar, Saudi Arabia, the worst countries that they're experiencing a lot of trouble. People are going there as workers in houses, and still we have those who are remaining in Kenya. But the salary that in Kenya is getting is like divide by 4 of that who has gone to Saudi or wherever it is. So let's talk truth. Strong passports are very important. The strong passports actually help people to do a lot. Yeah. So Lucy says here, personally, I left Kenya 23 years ago in search of a strong passport. You realize that a lot of people actually are going. I realized recently that even the teachers who have been actually teaching in Kenya in most of these schools now, they are seeking opportunities. They sit for exams such as ETELS, E12, and all those exams, which combine written, spoken, reading, and there is reading, listening, speaking, and writing, just to acquire 8 marks out of 10, and then qualify to go to these other countries. There are those who are studying foreign languages such as German, so that they can go get the strong passports. I was even wondering, why did, for example, BBTV go to Germany? Why did she go? If not the passport. Only that now MWANGO is not accepting. If I were her, I would just tell people, yeah, I went for the passport, so what? I would tell the people that, is this not what all of you are longing for? I would tell people that this is everything you need. I would actually tell them that there's a lot that I'm going to do that you people, if you don't understand what a strong passport offers, you will never do. That is exactly what she should tell people. She shouldn't be coming to deny, I didn't do it for whatever. Sometimes you don't need to explain some things. It's not even worth it. And as much as you try to argue against what other people think or say, then you are actually creating a lot of porous spaces. You are creating room for them to speak. You are creating room for them to, build a lot of narrative. So just say, yes, I am going to look for that. So, yes, after I get it, this is what I'll make it, in life than those who will not go for it. So, yeah, I'm already there on the journey to get it. So, I think at that point, people lack what to say, and she can silence some people. But at the moment, she's denying, sitting on live streams, telling them that is not what she's for. Many people will keep saying that is what she went for. And of course, we know that's what she might be part of what she went for. Maybe if she doesn't want to say that it's main, but it is part of what she went for. Zahar Said, welcome to the channel, and thank you so much. You can contribute towards our discussion. And sometimes when we talk about this, like somebody yesterday was trying to come here and tell me, you are too old for gossip. I'm like, do we have an age for gossip? By the way, when you go around old people, they really gossip a lot about the past life, the young people around them, those who are, middle age around them. So I was like, what do you mean? Do you have an age for gossip? And I'm not actually gossiping, because if I was gossiping, gossip allows you to do that in secrecy. But once I come on a platform like YouTube and I'm speaking, it is on record, it's a public platform. Anybody can come and watch and comment. How am I gossiping? What I'm simply doing is doing an analysis, something that YouTube now knows it's a niche. It's a space that people are actually using to do analysis into some matters. I saw the other day, someone was trying to bring an aspect that Kenyans are racists. And I agreed with that to some extent. Racist in a way that we don't like ourselves. We don't like our skin, we don't like our conditions, we don't like our country, we don't like... There's so much we don't like, in a manner that every time we actually would wish for the other. You've seen a lot of Kenyans trying to go for operations, trying to swallow pills. Some of them are actually doing a lot of things. So, the gist of the matter is, why do people do this? It's because they wish to be the other. And of course, our racism as Kenyans is not racism as Germans. Germans might look at somebody and call them monkey because they have a darker skin. But for Kenyans, what we do, when actually you get into an office, you are getting in first before someone with a white skin. That one with a white skin will be given preference. They'll be given preference than you. When actually you get into a room, I remember there's a time we went for a competition, music festival competition. And there were some, they were not even Europeans, they were Indians. Hey, let me just make you laugh. They were Indians. So we were competing, and these people didn't know even performing how the expectation of performance. My students did extremely well. But do you know we were placed as number 2 while they were given number 1 just because they are Indians? So generally, actually, we have this inferiority complex as Kenyans that makes us feel like our skin is not the best, our life is not the best. And of course, to some point, our life is not the best. And it's because of the systems around us. It is because of the limited resources around us. Actually, if you give me a class in America, I'll run for it than if you give me a class in Kenya. Because that class in Kenya doesn't have resources. Students maybe will actually not be having a mindset to research. But if you give me an American class, whether they are Black Americans or Caucasian or whatever, I'll run for it because most of those classes I've observed, they have resources. IT is there. Students have technology devices. The parents back at home, they have those devices. So I'll actually enjoy. When I tell them tomorrow to show me what they did, they'll show me. Even some of them will post before the day is due. Come to Kenya and see how people are suffering with CBE. CBE is there, but resources are not there. The classes are still those, Neanderthal man classes, whereby we used to have the lockers there, the white chalk there, one book being shared by, I don't know, 4 students. A classroom whereby people face in front instead of sitting in a circle. Students are there only listening to a teacher as if the teacher is a preacher, not a moderator or a facilitator. So let's talk truth. Strong passports are important. Lucy has said, yeah, DEE should continue with her search for strong passport. Of course, she should. She should not give up. She should go on and search for it. She should pursue it as much as possible. It is worth it. It is worth it. Everybody is hunting for a strong passport. Why not DEE? Why not DEE? Even Marwa. Marwa is going back to traveling. And from what I hear, he is going to actually search for another European woman now. The real European, not the fake Muzungu as people keep saying. Because now that one will give an opportunity for a real passport. So if that is what he wants, let him go for it. How many people are going for it? So many. So Lucy says she should not discuss her plans online. Of course, she should not discuss her plans online because of the judgments, maybe. But the reality is that when people ask her whether she wants, she really is going for a passport, she just says yes, but then doesn't give other plans, so that people will stop talking about it. Do you know, the moment she says yes, people will stop talking about it. Yeah. Eventually, by the way, after 5 years, she's going to get her strong passport. Why not? Okay. Now let's come to WODEMAYA. WODEMAYA has a blue passport already. He was even given a presidential kind of passport. But then, do you know what they did? They made sure they went to America and their child was born in America, not in Ghana. Ask me why. These are intelligent people. Hey, intelligent. Intelligent people, sometimes they are opportunists. When you are an opportunist, sometimes you get those chances other people never saw. By the time they see them, you already grabbed them and you ran away with them. All right? So actually, WODEMAYA and Trudy are not foolish. They are very clever. They decided to go for the passport, and I may not show the receipts, but I just saw somebody, was it Coco Mama? I saw Coco Mama talking about it, and I was like, oh yeah, I should talk about this. Even before I read another comment from somebody else. Yeah, they did. They did, but I think it's true. You know, Coco Mama normally has a lot of details from these people. And from what I watched, it's actually evident that they had their baby in America. After a medical process of so long, of course, Trudy had shared her problem online, and the fact that she actually had to go through all that. Of course, she's releasing her videos slowly by slowly. Let me just get one. I don't know. Let me get to see this one. Where is this? Yeah, see this one. I've seen Lucy asking. Just see this one, and you'll be able to see this.
You're eating your food, and you still want to eat mine. Charlie. This food, yeah. This food. Okay. Hey, Charlie. The food is slap, Charlie. The food is slap. Oh. And I am perfectly fine. I haven't gone anywhere. I'm still here. But my answer's been a day again. So I'm just clearing the air. We're not together anymore. Hey guys, welcome and welcome back to the channel. This is a reaction video. What WODEMAYA posted on the 1st of January 2026. God finally answered my biggest prayer in 2025 with crying emoji. You have no idea what I'm talking about, but if God did it for me, He will do it for you too. So this is after this, Madam Trudy now announced that she is pregnant, heavily pregnant. You look at the photo shoot, you know. And then more stuff started coming in. WODEMAYA also indicated that he is in Yankee. Currently, he's not in Yankee. I think he's in Morocco because he was also attending the African World Cup or African football stuff, okay? Now, WODEMAYA is no longer, him announcing this, it means that, of course, there's another guy by name Stephen Morgan, who is a Ghanaian living in Atlanta. So that guy also, when WODEMAYA shared that Mrs. Trudy is pregnant, okay, he dropped this, after the pregnancy announcement, he also dropped his own, indicating that they were in a restaurant in Atlanta. So, looking at Mrs. Trudy, heavily pregnant, there's no way you would not expect that she will have the baby in America. Okay? There's no way you will not suspect that possibly she had her baby already, because Wodemaya posting this with crying emoji. So this.
All right, guys. So even though he has not actually confirmed, but they are releasing the video slowly by slowly. And from evidence shown in some of the posting that WODEMAYA has been posting, it's actually coming out clearly that Miss Trudy has already delivered. And of course, many people said that they are just posting videos after slowly. That is something that already happened. Of course, Trudy didn't want to begin posting these things during the time she was pregnant. So she delivered, then began posting slowly by slowly, you know, so that people are absorbing the information, but it already happened. That's the expectation of reality. So let me just check on WODEMAYA as well. The latest post, I think I checked on it at some point. Let me just see what I saw earlier. Okay. But it's good anyway. It is good, you know. Strong passport is good, guys. I want 2026. What am I in Atlanta? Why is this taking too long? What is this now? Oh my God. So here we are. All right, let me remove some food from the Jiko also so that it doesn't burn up. Then I come back and we proceed. All right. So from the postings, actually, if you see the inferred meanings coming from both on TikTok by WODEMAYA, we have TikTok here.
The question, oh, why can't a black person come here, is not the right question. It's more a question like, What is really happening in Burkina Faso?
Not Burkina Faso. The latest that you posted was Atlanta, my friend. It was in Atlanta. Where is this?
Cassie, what are you saying? No, it was just the kids. I'm sorry.
Where is this now? Anyway, let's spare that for now. I'll be coming up with evidence to prove that WODEMAYA actually has, finally they have a baby. And they actually made a good decision, whether intentionally or with whatever. It is always a pride of someone actually to get a better result than whatever. For example, currently, if my salary in Kenya is poor, I will actually long for another country where salary is better. If I'm being paid monthly, I would long for that country where even salary is paid based on weekly or daily or hourly. So what are we saying? Opportunities are always the best thing we hunt for. And being an opportunity is not bad. It is not. Actually, people are aggressive to hunt for opportunities, get the best. And trying all the time offers us chances to get what we want in life. So I don't see a problem with hunting for a strong passport. If that is what can give you whatever you wish for, go for it. Whether you are a girl or boy, go for it, boy, go for it, girl. People will speak a lot, but what matters is what you want to go for. What do you want? What will make your life better? That's what matters. What will make your family's life better? Because it doesn't make sense to actually be stuck in Kenya or whichever other country if it is not giving you the best opportunities. With the strong passport, you can travel any place you want, anytime, however, whichever. You see, today I watched Percy. Percy has finally got a passport and is traveling. I don't know where she was heading to. And she was so happy. So happy. Do you know she was on airs? And I was like, okay, everybody wants this. And she posted saying, my first time in a plane. I want you to see this and learn that sometimes maybe people talk just because they don't have that opportunity. Or if they have, they don't have an equally similar opportunity. Look at this. This was Percy. Look at this. This is Percy. You see this? This is Percy. Can you imagine? Percy was in a flight. Here she is. I just tried and got sent help now. That is Percy. Are you seeing how she's shining? Do you think any other time she's given an opportunity to travel, she will decline? You will not imagine she's the same person who has been struggling in Nyabohansi. Chacharas, hello. Welcome. Are you seeing? She was in airs, so happy to be traveling.
Then Turbo came with a steady hand. Said, Passy, let's build with a plan.
That was Percy for you. You know, her video is full of music, that's why I'm not playing, but this is Percy. Are you seeing Chacharas? That is Percy for you. On a plane, and she posted first time taking a flight. Traveling. So Percy was so much excited from Nyabohanse, and she was heading somewhere. I don't know the destination actually, because her video is full of music. I didn't want to play it loud, but I just met this video and I was like, this one I must see. I must watch. All right. So she was on airs actually, very happy. So what am I saying? Everybody wants opportunity, whether it's a passport, whether it's an opportunity to be elsewhere, have a better salary, go to a better place, invest, all those, what we call opportunities, it's what everybody longs for. So I think people just talk about it because maybe MWANGO is actually someone who is popular, and they want to make her feel like I am doing something wrong. But she shouldn't feel like she's doing something wrong, because if she decided to go for the strong passport, well and good. If she understands that is an opportunity, well and good. So WODEMAYA and Trudy actually created an opportunity for their kid to have a strong passport also, the blue passport. And they decided that for medical care, they'll stay in America, and the child will be born in America, will get, already documentation is America, right? So automatically that child gets the right to have a passport. Yeah? And I don't see anything wrong with that. I don't see anything wrong with that, you know? Chacha Rose says, oh, yeah, so for those who have been watching me for the longest time possible, you know I'm from Kenya, and my full-time job is teaching, but I do content creation as well. And I do a lot on social media, including Facebook. I'm trying Instagram, though I don't do a lot. I'm also trying other things, here and there. I also do publication of books. I've written a lot of books. I'm going on with more. And I'm glad that once in a while, I always have customers coming. Even some online want to maybe watch my discussions on books online, while others just come for physical books, and I send them. So thank you so much for your compliments also, and your comments. Yeah, as we struggle here in Kenya, but we are hoping for the best. Maybe one day we also get those opportunities for the goodness of our kids and also families in general, right? Yeah, so that's it. What I've just done here is to compare and maybe send an alert. People can go check for more information on Trudy, WODEMAYA, and do a comparison with the rest of the people. There are so many people out there, actually, who are doing the same, traveling, maybe doing whatever it is, hustles here and there. And of course, currently, the world is open. So many people moving from one country to another, going for opportunities. And in fact, from Kenya, a lot of people are actually coming from Kenya to other countries, to say the truth, a lot. Yeah. So I think I will end here so that I can quickly again go through a political video. Then I can sleep.